So what does a successful exit or wind down look like if they've had it for 10 years, they're going to sell the business or it's just not for them anymore? What does
Right.
that look like? Yeah.
Yeah, so we always talk about this, right? This thing's an insurance company. It has a purpose. If it's not being used as an insurance company, we need to look at exit, right? And I always say it's the 3 Ds. You've got dissolution of a business or a partnership. You have divorce a lot of times with your business owners, or you have death in the business. It happens, right? We've been doing this long enough. We've seen all of it. And all of those lead to, okay, we have an insurance company. We don't need it anymore. Now what? The most straightforward way to dissolve one is frankly to liquidate all of the positions or journal them over to a personal, the principals. But you can have a tax consequence, right? And a lot of times insurance companies aren't worth anything when we set them up. But down the road, sometimes and many times they're worth millions and millions of dollars. There's assets there. And a lot of business owners say, hey, I just sold my business or I got a divorce or this or what. I don't really want to liquidate those or I don't want a taxable event. So we do something called a C Corp F reorg, which is a really boring insurance or CPA term that basically says we form a new entity that's not an insurance company. And if we keep the same entity type and the same ownership structure, we can move those assets into a new entity that doesn't have the high carrying cost, doesn't have the scrutiny of the IRS. I always say this. I know you've heard it from me a bunch since we've talked about this over the last couple of years. It has to have a stated business purpose. It can't be solely to avoid tax. It can be a holdco, it can be an investment vehicle, et cetera, but it gives you more flexibility. And really what it does is extends the runway on what to do with those dollars and allows talented advisors like yourself and the CPAs of the world and these people to really pull levers, these tax planning attorneys, estate attorneys, say, okay, now we have this bucket of pre-tax money, not an insurance company anymore. Now let's go to work with it.
Great.